All right, so today is December 23rd, 2025. Just got home from work. Let me preempt this. I started out working on this thing when I first woke, not when I first woke up, when I was awake enough to actually do stuff. Been trying to figure out, so where I left off yesterday was I was trying to get it to print, see if I can get it to do its thing, and I was having issues. It was giving me two different errors. It was giving me a cutter error and a feeder error, and I couldn't figure out why. And when I first got home yesterday, and I said, fuck it, I just went to bed. I'll figure it out later when I have more time. Because what I'm initially doing is I'm printing out a test piece that I'm going to, for here, which is going to be my cable chain, and I couldn't figure out what it was doing, why it was doing. Turns out, the extruder was jammed. You know, this little guy right here. So I saw it, but I couldn't figure it out. My brain still wasn't, when I was initially trying to troubleshoot, it wasn't working. So, a little bit more coffee, a little bit more caffeine in my system, I figured it out. And it turns out it was actually just a piece of filament in there, and I had to figure out how to take it apart, and I couldn't figure that part out. There's nowhere online, because technically I don't think they want you taking it apart. But they want you to be able to use it. And so now we're trying again 24 hours later, now that I got the thing apart, because what it was two screws that hold in the motor and one extra screw that actually hold it in place, and you have to, bam, pull it apart. And so once I figured out that part comes off and you can actually see it, and I was able to figure out what was going on, and somehow the black filament had jammed in there sideways, split to where it wouldn't go up or go down. And so now I think I have rectified that situation. So we're going to go ahead and try again on that. So yeah, hopefully that helps. But anyways, like I said, just got home from work. I got rid of 11 pallets. It was a good night. An interesting morning. 4 a.m. rolls around, I'm almost clean, and I was talking with Dee. She was the department manager, over the team lead, I guess, over the area. Just telling her, hey, some of these are really nasty, and this. I don't think I got them all, which I don't think I got most of them. And then the cleaner was over there, and he was giving me a hard time, and I happened to have one in my hands, and I was doing my claims for the night at the time, and I just turned around and looked at him and said, do you want my balls in your face? And she goes, yes. I was like, what? Because I was facing towards the direction she was in, but I was like looking at him and talking to him, and I was like, what? What just happened? You know, it was interesting. But yeah, I was done by 4 with 11 total pallets. I started early. I think like 45 minutes early, because I had 5 in my cooler, 3 in the meat cooler, or not in the meat cooler, the dairy cooler, and 3 dry. And I got done by the time they showed up, and it was with cleanup. But it was just an interesting interaction. It just made me go, she actually been flirting with me, and I just been an idiot? But later on, after I cleaned up, and after I got done with frozen meats, I dumped the bin again. There wasn't much to go. I went back and we were talking for a minute. Quite a minute. Just got a little bit more of a lowdown on her life. And then shortly after I was leaving, I was getting, since it's my Friday, I'm off till Christmas night. Sorry. It's doing weird. It's doing its auto bed level shit, and it caught my attention doing that. Anyways, I went and said bye to her and told her Merry Christmas. Kind of gave her a side hug, and she leaned into it. I was like, "Aw." I can't tell what that means, but aw. So, yeah. Well, all in all, it was a pretty good night. Unfortunately, gym closes super early on Christmas Eve, so tonight's the only night I get to work out and do my hard workout, and then 2 more days of rest. But it is what it is. So, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and just cut this off here. I haven't exactly changed, so I'm gonna upload this, edit it, eat. I'm gonna have pizza and garlic bread. I'm not for garlic bread right now. It's garlic cheesy bread, but then I'm gonna continue to keep an eye on this to see if it does its thing. So yeah, that's all I got for today. It was a good day. Later. GoPro, stop recording.